Hello, this is David from davidcliveprice.com. This is the podcast edition of this week's e-zine number 6, Making Mistakes in Asia is Good. We all have a fear of making mistakes in public, especially at a business occasion like a dinner or a reception. Social and cultural faux pas can niggle with us long after the event. Why didn't we get that right, we say to ourselves. Did I look bad? If that's true in our own societies, how much truer it is in cultures that we don't know very well. Fear of giving the wrong impression, not understanding quite what's going on, worry about giving offense can seize us up. Or it can make us absurdly overcompensate by trying to do everything right. A social minefield. In most of Asia's cultures, there are formal rules of etiquette, hierarchy, who enters the room first at a business meeting, for example, and an emphasis on the communal and the harmonious, not sticking out as too individual, not being overtly critical, not insisting on an immediate yes or no, and so on. There are also lots of pleasant and gracious traditions that can freak us out. What do you do when someone bows, as in Japan or Korea, or inclines the head respectfully in China, or gives us tented hands to the forehead in Thailand? Sometimes it seems to the newcomer that Asia is a minefield of challenges that conspire to make us feel out of our depth. But what we really want to do as business people is to be accepted, merge in, show respect, and build enduring relationships. Or at least that's what we should be doing. The truth is that if you want to succeed in business in Asia, you have to be ready to make mistakes. In fact, making mistakes is good because you learn from them, and you earn respect, even affection, from trying to fit in. Trying too hard. I was recently in a hotel lobby in Bangkok and observed a newly arriving Western businessman being greeted by the manager at the check-in counter. The usual greeting in many Thai quality hotels is for the new arrival to receive a garland of orchids around the neck, presented by a gracious female member of staff in traditional dress. On this occasion, the VIP businessman became slightly flustered, but, mindful of the right etiquette, he attempted to accept the garland while at the same time presenting his business card in the right way to the manager. Perhaps he had just arrived from Japan, but he added to the formalities a rather low bow that he must have recently learned. The result was that he keeled right over there in the lobby like Mr. Bean and landed flat on his face. He was terribly embarrassed, but he was quickly picked up by the smiling staff. They rearranged his garland and took his briefcase from him, and the manager ordered him a welcome cocktail. I later noticed that he was given special treatment by the staff and the management. They clearly admired the way he had tried to observe all the etiquette and traditions at the same time. The lesson is simple. The attempt to join in Asian cultures is much admired. Make all the mistakes you want. You will learn from them. And above all, you will be much appreciated for your efforts to show respect and fit in. I'd love to hear from you if you have tips or comments about doing business in Thailand or in other parts of Asia. You can leave them at my blog www.davidcliveprice.com davidclive.com/blog. And of course, please subscribe if you want more on-the-ground intel like this. Just add yourself to the subscription box on www.davidcliveprice.com. And you can also subscribe to this podcast on iTunes.